It's C-Doc again.
Hey, what's happening? I was about to grab something and I didn't grab it in time. All right, oh well. Hey, it's Tuesday night. Welcome back to the show. It's C-Doc again. I was going to start my music. There we go. All right, there we go. Music is started. Tuesday night, it's C-Doc again. I'm your host, David C-Doc Snyder, filmmaker, producer, president of the Spit Slam record label group, all around fun guy, I guess. I would like to welcome my co-host to the show. First up is our social media manager, our man from the land down under Louisville, Kentucky, So Chuckified.
So Chuckified is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game.
Indeed. Hello, sir.
I watched Dolomite last night. Freaking amazing.
There you go.
Such a good movie.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Not the original, the new one.
No, it was great. Yeah, it was great.
It was.
Eddie wasn't anything like Rudy, but it was great.
I think the thing that surprised me about the movie was it was not what I expected.
Yeah.
Like it was more, it had heartfelt stuff in it. And, you know, like it was very interesting there. But I tell you who stole it for me. One, Craig Robinson's got some pipes. Dude can sing.
Yes.
And two, dude, Wesley Snipes was amazing in that movie.
Fantastic in that. Yes. As Derville Martin. Yes.
Yes. I mean, so good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fantastic. Great stuff. That's a great movie.
That was.
Our other co-host, she started in legendary hip-hop radio. Our lady from the heyday of K-Day, coming from the West Side, Jennifer O'Jenny.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Jenny.
Absolutely.
How are you, JOJ?
I flew by the seat of my pants in here, but I'm doing all right.
Right. That kind of
night. It worked out okay for you.
Yeah. Or at least my pants. Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, enemy agent and Ultra Mag in the house? I got something for Ultra Mag. Since we're always comparing strange, interesting.
The gas face you got for him.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. Come on now. Dre Mays, what's up? Yeah, Ultra Mag, I was wondering if you have this.
Uh-oh.
The Biz Markie doing the Mudfoot Converse promo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was digging for some nice and smooth cassette singles that I have, and I found that. I was like, I got to see if Ultra Mag's got that one. So.
Mm-hmm. And shots have been fired. He said, yup, white tape.
Yeah, man. I figured if anybody had it, it was you. So I got like 3 of these, I think. Because I remember we went to the store to buy our, Converse, the All-Stars. And the lady had a box of them. I should have took the whole box. She's like, you want a tape? I'm like, Biz Markie, hell yes. You got to remember, this is Pittsburgh suburbs way out. She's like, yeah, I got all these things. Here, take a couple of them. She gave me like 3 or 4. So who knew? Who knew they were going to be a rarity?
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Exactly. Real quick, got some stuff to talk about. I want to announce that Friday we have a new release on Spit Slam.
Uh-oh.
And so it's our first release of the year. And it is the first release on our new sub-label, which is called Black Note Records. And it is going to be a label that releases instrumentals and DJ records. Yeah. So something Chuck D came up with.
That's interesting.
Yeah. guessing probably a play on Blue Note Records. So
Yeah.
we have Black Note Records. The first release is Friday. It's called Revenge of the DJ, which is an homage to the bomb hip hop compilations of the late 90s, the Return of the DJ comps. And it's got a great lineup on it. Some legends, some new cats. Of course, M-Rock represents, Too Tough represents, but then we also have Sammy B from the Jungle Brothers. We have DJ Magic Mike featuring Q Burt and Craze.
Wow.
Yeah. And then people like Code Money, Mike Flips. I could bring up the list, which I should have done. I practiced this earlier, and I'm totally blowing it right now.
Al J in the house.
What's up, Al J? But it's up for pre-sale if that's the thing. But there's the lead track, DJ Ace, the Cut Lieutenant. His Gonna Need Stitches is available to hear now if you want to go check that out. The full album drops on Friday. Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear.
Hi, Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear is hyped for Smooth B. That's right.
Good.
So
good.
Yeah. So check that out. Also, I wanted to mention while we have a minute that something we kind of knew already, but DMC says that Run DMC is over.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they haven't made music for what?
They're trying to figure out, what did he say? They're trying to figure out their final.
Yeah, they want to go out, like do a final big performance and film it like Scorsese's The Last Waltz. And then, that'll be it. So we shall see.
At least they wanted to do a last project.
Yeah, exactly. One big final performance. Bring a bunch of guests.
Quite honestly, didn't we all know this when JMJ left the building?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. Yes, DJ Enemy Agent. No more Run DMC albums.
Yeah. No more.
Yeah, but they now, in all fairness, they have shown up for a couple of live performances here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this will be the finale.
Exactly, Dre.
Yep.
Exactly.
You can't really have Run DMC without JMJ. At the Garden. Yep, Sugar Bear. So once they announce that, that's going to be the place to be.
It's Indeed. That's why the Beastie Boys haven't made anything,
Right. Exactly. Yep. Exactamundo. So, Chuckified, actually, I found something else, too, in the archives. This one's for you.
From the anals.
I know you know this one.
Oh, yeah. Pawns in the Game.
The Pawns in the Game single. Single.
Dude.
On Skywalker Records. Yeah, that's the classic joint.
Hell yeah. We need to get Griff on here, man.
Yeah. Call up the professor. I am the professor.
Ultramag says, got that too.
Yeah, homie. Hurricane would be a great replacement. A logical replacement. Yes. Exactly.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yep. Most definitely. Have you seen his series where he just made a compilation out of it where Hurricane he's got a loft in his house where he brings people through and lets them wear Jam Master Jay's hat. And then they do a little performance. Yeah, it's kind of dope. So there's a he just put out for JMJ's birthday the other day. He edited a bunch of performances together. And you know what? Who we can ask about that is our other co-host of the evening from Hip Hop Gods Radio, the president of Rap Station. Coming also from the Northwest side, Flatline.
Kaboom. Yo.
You're up on the Hurricanes JMJ's hat videos, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He brings in all sorts of people to perform. It's great.
Yeah. Who was in the montage? DMC, Cube, Salt and Pepper.
I did not see the montage.
You didn't see the montage?
You see this idiot's ears? What?
Yeah, you got to go watch it, man. It's on Hurricanes.
Cube.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who else was on. Who was on there?
The concert I almost saw. Ice Cube.
Shut up. Hey, I was at the comic store last night. Picked up another Black Panther OG edition, but they had I almost bought it. I should have bought it. It was only $6. It was one of those Funko vinyl little figures, and it was Cube. I was like, I've never seen
these
this.
guys have.
Yeah, but I got the one.
The big head ones. It's just it's a smaller one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not that though. It has the small head. I've not seen one like that.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's a different line they're doing. I can't remember what it's called. I don't have any of those.
It's the rapper you almost saw.
I'm gonna go get that shit tomorrow. Now y'all talk me into it.
Yeah,
$6.
Yeah,
$6 well spent, man. Yeah, no, I only have the Run DMC one. It was the Christmas present. That's it. That's the extent of my. Which I was at the Walmart the other day, and I walked by, and they had a couple of them left, and they were all 50% off. I was like, oh. Man,
wow.
It's like, damn, Davey.
So talking about collectibles, I don't know. Let me move my mic here. Y'all see that in the background?
Yeah.
The brain.
Yes.
The brain.
I need him.
Brain. So, I've had that thing since me and my wife dated. So it's been 25 years. And she bought that for me the first year we were married because I just love the brain. And now I just don't have a lot of room. I'm trying to minimalize, getting my chi. So I'm like, I want to see how much the brain's going for. Dude, on eBay, that thing's going for $400.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, I called the comic stores. I was like, I got a brain over here. You want to buy it?
Wow.
400 pounds.
That's crazy, man. I was at the record shop last weekend. It was my belated birthday digging trip. And the guys down there hooked me up with this Pittsburgh 12-inch from like 1990. They're like, you got to check out this record. And they were playing it for me. It's great. A lot of James Brown samples, very PE-ish kind of stuff. And they gave me a copy because they had a couple of copies and it was still sealed. And they said, quiet, don't. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, that's good. That record's going for $300. I'm like, wow. And you're giving it to me? And they're like, yeah, just take it. I'm like,
damn.
That shit is nuts, man.
Yeah, it is nuts.
And then Mara's like, yeah, after you die, I'm just gonna sell your records for $1 a pop. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, before we bring on Smooth B,
yes.
I gotta ask Flatline because yesterday I was reaching back in the annals of my hip hop listening. And I shared some tracks with C-Doc. Have you ever heard of the Gospel Gangsters?
I have not. No.
Dude, did you listen to them, Doc?
Not yet, man. Like, I swear to God,
man.
Everybody sent me stuff to listen to the other day. And I'm like, I have to mix these songs first. So,
I'll send it to you, Flatline. It is legit gangster music, but it's Christian rap.
I just love the name. I love the duality.
They are dope. Like, I mean, it sounds like NWA with a Bible. I'm not lying.
No, they're not.
What year did it come out?
Oh, God. It was like right during that time, probably mid-90s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God, it's good.
there you go.
Yeah, I'd love to check it out.
Gospel Gangsters.
Yeah.
What? That'll be another episode when we get the Gospel Gangsters
Right.
on. But right now, we're gonna bring to the show our special guest, who is one of a dynamic duo and one of the most unique voices in rap, in music, in general. I mean, and these guys were just like the most creative dudes because nobody else sounded like them and nobody else did records like them, and they were dope, and they've appeared on some amazing records with some amazing artists. Can't wait to dig in. I've got a whole bunch of geeky questions, and hopefully he, will give us some insight. Ladies and gentlemen, from Nice and Smooth,
Yes.
Smooth B.
Hey, what's up,
Yo,
family?
all right.
What's up, team?
Yeah.
up,
What's
sir?
up? What's up? What's up?
Chilling, man, holding it down. I love that intro, C-Doc, man. Much love, baby.
Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight, bro. How you
Oh,
doing?
yeah. I'm pretty good, man. I'm doing fair for a square, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
real quick, I gotta give a shout out to my dude Chris Nab, because you I heard you got to meet him because your son was doing some work down at his studio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out,
Chris,
man. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's my man.
Yeah, Chris is a huge Nice and Smooth fan. I'm pretty sure he has every record you guys ever put out.
Yo, listen, it was insane, man. He just started pulling out all the singles and shit. I was like, what? And it was nutty because, my son, he's all into the videos and photography and all that. And he rhymes too. Shout out to Malachi.
Right.
And it was like, how you have father or, like parents' day where they bring their kids to work.
Yeah.
Right. Like types. So I went to my son's work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hanging out with him, but I have no idea that I'm gonna meet Chris or someone of his caliber, but he's gonna have my entire catalog. Like, this dude had every song we ever made, rhymed on, feature. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, man.
He's sick.
Wow.
That night he sent me pictures. He's like, yo, I just met Smooth B. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I just got all these pictures. And I was like, okay, yeah, he met Smooth B.
Dope.
So man, that's fantastic.
Yeah, man.
So let's jump back to the beginning, man. And
Okay.
Strange Family Records.
Oh yeah, man. Strange Family Records was the beginning of a single, our first single, Nice and Smooth, Skill Trade. And the B-side was Dope on the Rope. Now, the label was myself, Greg Nice, and this guy named Jose Del Rosario. And we called it Strange Family because none of us were related. Yeah. And he did construction. He had a construction company, and he just, he used to rock with us, man. And he just was like, your sound is different and I like you guys, And you got to remember, at that time, we were harmonizing and all of that. And,
right.
Nobody wanted to give us no deal. They was like, your sound is too strange. It's, and I was like, what do you mean? And so Jose had heard Skill Trade and everything. And he was like, I'll get behind you guys. Let's press up 1,500 records. And so we started that, and we went store to store with it, man. It was crazy, but it was fun, man. I'll never forget the day that we were gonna, go and press them and everything.
Yeah.
We go and we get the 2-inch reels. Those are the days of 2-inch, right?
Yeah.
So we go and we get these 2-inch heavy ass reels, and that, and we had other songs that we were working on, but we get the 2 inches,
right?
And I think, we would go to these different pizza shops, right? So we were downtown, like, I think, what street was that? St. John's, I think it was, down in the Village in New York.
Okay.
And it was this pizza shop. So we went in the pizza shop, and Jose had the pickup truck and everything. We go in there, and they had like pizza, and then they served beer. So we like, we kind of celebrating before the fact that we go on the master. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we eat the pizza, and we like, yeah, man, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And we end up leaving the masters in the pizza shop, right?
Oh, no.
So we jump in this pickup truck, and we headed uptown. We get all the way to Harlem before we realize, yo, the masters! So we jet all the way back down to the Village, and they were sitting right there under the. I said, "Oh!" So that was an interesting story about Skill Trade. And then we went and got it done,
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
How did you and Greg get together?
That one was nuts, right? Okay, so before I met Greg Nice, I was I was solo, and I had been in a couple of groups, and I was writing, but at that time I was writing for Bobby Brown. So in case you didn't know, like, that's how I started in the business. I started off as a writer for Bobby. So you would hear the rhymes he would say, like, on every little step I take, and just different songs. The raps, I wrote them.
Right.
So fine. So now that's my game, that's my pen game. I'm getting that. I'm getting a chance to see the world because he ended up bringing me on the road. I started singing background for him. Okay, now that leads me to meeting a guy named Lance Romance. Lance Romance was a mutual friend of Bobby. I met him through Bobby. Lance was a very interesting fellow. So long story short, at the end of the tour, we were back then it was like Tower Air, right? That was the airline called Tower.
Okay.
So we was on Tower Air. And the whole time that I knew him on the road, I thought he was from Texas. He was wear these cowboy hats and shit. He was originally from Texas, but he lived in the Bronx. So we land in LaGuardia, and I see him like it just was weird. Like, I seen him on the plane, but I wasn't thinking about it. But when we actually got downstairs, I'm like, yo, what are you doing in New York? Don't you live in Texas? He said, no, I live in the Bronx, right? I said, word. So at one point in the conversation, I was having a conversation with Bobby in the hotel, and Lance was air hustling, And the thing was, Bobby kept trying to put me in different groups. It was so funny, right? And oh man, I got so many different stats. But anyway, he was trying to put me in different groups. And at that time, Eric B and them had just dropped, and KRS and them, and it was '86, and they were sampling, right?
Right.
And Bobby was used to musicians in the band, so when we would do different songs, he'd tell me, "Man, and don't worry, I'm gonna have the band play this beat and boop 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 boop." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "But it's a way that cats are taking the music off the records. That's that'll make it sound better, man." So I'm trying to give him an example of like. Eric B, like when Rakim dropped I Got Soul, I'm like, you hear how they took the James Brown? That's the shit I want to do. So,
Right.
So now, flashback, we in the airport, I'm talking to Lance, and he says to me, what you was talking about in the hotel? He said, that's called sampling. He said, I know somebody that know how to do it. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, man, this young dude, man, he make beats and he does the human beatbox. His name is Greg Nice. I said, oh, yeah? So I said, all right. He said, I want you to meet him. So long story short, about 2 days after I was home off the road, Lance called me up. Yo, come on, bring you to meet Greg. So he introduces me. When I met Greg was partners with a guy named June Love. And who was, months later, like it was like we met, then about 3 months later, we met, it was awesome because we clicked as soon as we met. But June Love was the one rhyming, and he just had an ill style. He was dope. And so him and I were going back and forth rhyming, and Greg was doing the human beatbox. Man, I wish we had phones back then with cameras, man. That shit was woo! It was classic. I mean, I'm talking about we went into a cypher for like 2 hours, man.
Wow.
It was amazing. And it was bugging me out because G was just switching up different beats. I was like, oh shit, he's nice. He's nice with this beatbox shit. Okay. So now we kicking it. And the last note I left these guys on, because but like the following week I was going back on the road with Bobby. I said, yo, man, when I come back, we got to do a song together, man. And so it was like, yeah. I said it'll be dope. And so I go on back on the road, and a few months later, June Love was murdered. Wow. And the crazy part about it was his name was June Love. He got murdered on Valentine's Day, shot in the heart.
What?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah.
That's insane.
Insane, brother. So
wow.
So I come back, and that's how the style, like that we rock for a fee. That was initially June Love's style.
Wow.
And so Greg would make beats for him and do the human beatbox for him. So when he got killed, so I come back, I don't know this, and long story short, I call Greg's house, and his mom, peace and blessings be upon her, she tells me, Greg is in front of the building. And I said, yeah. She said, you heard about June? And then she tells me, I'm like, what? I jump in the cab, I go to Greg's house. I seen him sitting in front of the building with 40s and shit. He's like, smooth. I'm like, yo, boom, 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 boom. We start talking. And they were trying to get a deal with Profile. And so I was like, so what's going on? He's like, man, we was this close to a deal. We was gonna get a single deal, man, and so forth and so on, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I said, well, my last word to you guys was, when I come back, we was gonna do a song together. I said, so we got to do a song, and I want you. I said, you would be the only one that ever knew his style.
Yeah.
And I want you to keep it alive. And that's important. I said, so we're going to do, I said, what was the last song y'all worked on together? And he said, a song called Skill Trade. I said, how'd it go? Because the deep part about it was June Love was into routines too. And so was I. I had some singing and rapping shit. So when we were doing the cypher, I would break off into some singing shit and start rhyming. And Greg and him was like, yo, that shit is done. I'm like, yeah. So I said, what was the last song that y'all did together? And he said, Skill Trade. I said, how'd it go? And he was like, together we're coolin', the mic we're ruling, suckers. And I was like, woo! I said, okay, I got you. I said, you know the rhymes that he was gonna say on it? And I said, yeah. I said, all right, say those, and I'll cover the rest. And that was what started everything. You know, we did Skill Trade, we did Dope on the Rope, and then after we were going store to store, you know, it still was a little crazy because we was kids back then trying to get distribution deals. Motherfucker was like, what are you talking about? Get out of here. Right. Right. So then we ended up getting a deal with Sleeping Bag Records, and you know, the rest, as they say, was history.
Yeah. It's amazing that you guys though had the cojones, so to speak, to go out there and press the record yourself. Because
man. Yeah.
That was a rare thing back then, you know?
Absolutely. And it was funny, man. I mean, I'm talking about, we would go to it was a trip. I'd go to these different stores. Rain, sleet, or hell, man. I'm out there trying to move those records, man. And I'd go up in these stores, and then they'd have things like the consignment. They have the consignment situation, man. I see Jenny. What up, Jenny? I ain't got to shout you out. Jenny. So, yeah. So anyway, so I go in these stores, and they had this consignment thing, right? And I'm like, consignment? Yeah, just give me a box. And I'm like, give you a box? You know, and oh my God. Or we come in there, and I'll be asking them, you know what I'm saying? This is like 87, you know, this is 1987. I'm like, can I play it? It's dope, man. It's going to be the next shit, man. I'm telling you, nice smooth, going to be the. And they're like, give me one. You know what I'm saying? So it just was a trip, man. It was a trip. Yeah.
So Sleeping Bag Fresh.
Right.
And then they gave you a budget and you went to record the album?
Yeah, like the funny part was what they did was they gave us some short paper, and then they would what did they call it? I forgot the term they used, but they would pay for the studio time with these like invoices or whatever.
Right.
So we went to Power Play, and G used to run around. You know, G was like he was in the know about studios.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he would be running around. I know the studio we should go to, called Power Play. You know what I'm saying? He always coming up with some studio. I know a spot. I'm like, I bet. So when we came to Sleeping Bag, we already knew that we wanted to record in Power Play and all of that. So when they were like, yeah, boom, 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 it was like, yeah, we want to go to our Power Play. And they just set it up, and we went up in there.
Yeah. Now you guys had a lot of songs on your first album, which was also kind of a thing, because hip hop albums weren't quite there yet.
Right.
And was it just that you got, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. So was it just that you guys were you got into a groove and it just all started pouring out, or, you know, is that
man. Man, let me tell you something. I always believed in a strong body of work, especially on our debut. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, we got to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? So I used to always, you know, I was just a long-standing fan of all the greats, the Motown sound, and all these different people. And I would look on the back of their albums, and, you know, one of the guys that I saw had a crazy work ethic was Rick James. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this dude is crazy. And I was like, he writes and produces all this shit, you know, and I was fascinated by Rick James, especially after I saw him live. I saw a concert of him live, and I was taken after. I was like, this is what I want to do. But and then not to mention the fact that his tour, when I actually saw him in Hartford, Connecticut at the Hartford Civic Center. But he had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five on tour with him.
Wow.
And, you know, they from my neighborhood. I grew up watching them as a kid, you know, in the parks, the whole shit. So it just was deep. But when I looked on the back of Rick James' albums, he had like 15 songs and all of that. One of the things that fascinated me was that when I read the credits, it said all songs written, arranged, and produced by Rick James.
That's what I was going to ask you about, because you guys produced everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that I said, I want that. I want that. I want my shit to say written, arranged, and produced by. Yeah. So it was that type of shit. Yeah.
That's it. That's dope. And that led to the first time, because I'm from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So stuff would trickle out of New York. We'd get it later. But so I didn't hear you guys until the Funky for You.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Right on.
Yep. So, and this shit was just, again, it was just like, you guys didn't sound like anybody else at the time. Now, granted, that was the order of the day.
Right.
You know,
right.
Because everybody had to come out original, but you guys definitely had the sound. And man, I played the hell out of this tape.
Yeah.
It's still one of my favorite joints, man. So,
man, thank you, King.
Yeah, no. So Sleeping Bag Fresh, did you guys tour for the album?
No, we didn't tour. It was so crazy. The whole situation was short-lived, right?
Right.
So we get to deal with Sleeping Bag, and then a year later, they filed for bankruptcy. So they go out of business. I said, what the fuck is this? Right? So now it's a bugged out scenario, because now at that point, I'm a young dad, you know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting a child in 89, right?
Right.
And I'm counting my shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh boy, you know, because it's looking like we're approaching goal. I'm like, yo, we about to go goal. Yay. Oh boy. So now in comes my bundle of joy, my daughter Genesis, my firstborn. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to provide well, you know?
Right.
And then I say to Greg, come on, let's go down to Sleeping Bag, man. Shit. Let's find out when we're gonna get this bag. When we're gonna get our check. And we got off the elevator, and I can't make this shit up. We get off the elevator, and the vice president of the label was sitting on these steps. So it's like when you came off the elevator, Sleeping Bag, there would be like these 3 little steps you go up, and the doors to the right. He's literally sitting on these steps with his phone, you know, the wire, they had the wire connection. The wires coming from under the office door. The door's closed. It's tape and shit sealed. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing what is happening here? And he was like, no, they shut us down and but don't worry, guys. You know. Huh? Don't worry. This shit is getting bizarre. And then it just kept going and madness. So fortunately, thank God, Russell Simmons, he later tells me, you know, he's telling me and Greg that he was riding around with Run. And Run was playing our album. And Russell was like, who's these dudes? What you listening to, Joe? And he was like, yo, he said, these new kids from the Bronx, man, these motherfuckers is dope. And they nice and smooth, boom, boom, they on Sleeping Bag and so forth and so on. So he goes, yeah. So he's telling Joe, like, yeah, well, Sleeping Bag just went out of business, and I'm getting ready to go purchase EPMD. So they on Sleeping Bag, so let me hear their shit. So he listened to the whole album. He said, fuck that, I'm gonna take them too. Wow. Yep. And then Russell brought us and EPMD to Def Jam, RAL.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you and EPMD were at the same. EPMD got to put out 2 albums.
Yeah,
you guys did the one, and then your sophomore was at Def Jam. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that
was quite a trade up there.
Yeah, exactly. So before we get to your second album, you also did a very memorable guest spot with Big Daddy Kane.
Oh yeah.
On Pimpin' Ain't Easy.
Pimpin' Ain't Easy, baby.
Yeah. How was that?
Man, it was awesome, man. We were bugging out, man, having a good time. And you know, Greg called me out the blue because at that time, Greg used to hang out with Biz. Greg used to hang out with Kane a lot, and I used to hang out with Biz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Biz is my boy. So
yeah.
He was like, yo, peace and blessings be upon him. And he was like, yo, Kane want us to do the song with him. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, Pimpin' Ain't Easy. I said, okay, well, shit, that's an easy one. Let's go. So we jumped up in there and bugged out with him and had a good time.
You could tell listening to that record, it's just a fun, like you guys are having a blast in the studio.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's all over that record.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Yeah. So, okay, so you signed to Def Jam,
mm-hmm.
and you get to work on Ain't a Damn Thing Changed?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And how was did the process from the first album to the second change very much for you guys?
Well, not creatively. Actually, that was the spark we needed. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you go through a year interim of not knowing how it's going to go, and then everything comes back together. Woo! So it was like we were reloaded. You know what I'm saying? We were rebooted. Yeah. So we went in there with a whole nother energy and excitement and like for a new beginning. And we just started bugging out on those records, man. And it was just a lot of fun. Yeah, that Ain't a Damn Thing Changed album was fun, man. Because, you know, one of the things was living in New York back then, hip hop is, yeah, there you go, baby. You know,
Flatline's got it.
Yeah, Line's got them. Got the classics. And, you know, so, but the climate was so bugged out back then, you know, New York hip hop. And New York is, man, New York could be hard. They could be cold to your ass. Like, people had started to find out, I guess, actually, it was Wendy Williams. One time she was on the air, and I guess she had got news, the sleeper bag folded or whatever. And so she was playing some of our music. She played a few songs, 4 or 5 songs. And she was like, I'm sorry to hear, you know, this is one of my favorite groups. Their record company went out of business. And so we may never hear from them again. And I'm sitting in the motherfucking living room like, what? Motherfucker, you gonna hear from me? Right? Yeah. So crazy. And so when she said that sent a ripple effect. So everybody now, motherfuckers, I don't even know. Damn, that's fucked up what happened with your label, man. Damn, at least you did it once. You know, like I was like, fuck you. I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? So New York is cold, man. Motherfuckers are coming up saying the most absurd, bugged out shit. So I said, okay, all right, you know. All right. Yeah. Some people that were somewhat in the know was like, well, you did it once. Can you do it again? You know what I'm like, oh! Right. Yeah. So we had something to prove.
Yeah. I gotta ask about this song because it's, again, you guys skirted the trends because first off, you were always sampling stuff that other people weren't sampling.
Right.
But then like this, like, you know, this is for those.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I
rhyme slow.
Yes.
And you used the Tracy Chapman joint.
Yeah.
But that song wasn't that old at that point.
That's right.
But you guys just were like, fuck it. You
know? Yeah, we was like, no, fuck that. No holds barred. Yeah. We hear some shit. We like it. Fuck it. We doing it. You know?
So with that joint, because I love that joint, but it was always funny to me because of the, you know, schizophrenic nature of that song.
Yeah.
Because Greg's verse is just like, you know, he's just spitting bars.
Yeah,
and then party. You come in and bring this like depressing verse and it's like
right.
addiction. It's like, whoa, right. I didn't expect this from this record,
right.
You know?
Right.
But it works.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It totally works.
Yes.
So
and that was our first. Yeah, that was our first number one too.
It's crazy, man. So was that always the idea, or did that kind of happen? Like, how did that record come about?
Okay, so basically, like with Greg and I, it's always been like an organic thing. You know, we go into, you know, one of the things, I guess you would call it microphone freedom or some shit, because it's like. We come together, we agree upon a track. I didn't care of like, Greg, I'm just do you, motherfucker. I'm here. I'm in your corner, whatever we need. You need me to tighten something up here and there? I got you. But say what you feel, B. You have a freedom of expression here. and I'm gonna say what the track brings out of me. That's what we would do. We'd speak out with the music, let the music talk to us, and then come out. You know. So when we did it, I never planned it, and then I didn't plan it. So when we went in there, that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell this, tell these stories, and I said, all right, and that's what we did.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why our shit sounds so different, because we just knew that we love to do this shit. So when we go in the studio, long as we make the track fire, let the rest happen.
Yeah.
And that's why it always sound different.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I noticed too that you all had at least one R&B track per album.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. What was the thought process behind that?
Yeah. You know, I just like that's our foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, Greg and I both agreed upon, we love soul music. So I would tell him, all right, put it like this. One time he came to my house, right? And I just looked at things as how they were. Like part of growing up, my family just brought a lot of music, brought a lot of records. So Greg had a way of seeing certain things that I was already accustomed. Like, I'm just used to it. I don't see it as nothing. That's just, so one time he came to my crib and I had about 5 crates of records, but you know, they were in milk crates. So he was like, "Oh, you got crates up in here." Right? I was like, "Oh, that's mom's collection, man. My mom's and my brother's collection over there." He said, "You probably got some crazy shit in here." I'm not even thinking about it, because I was on my pen game. But for him, he make beats, so he sees it automatically. Like, you got crates up in here. So we started going through the joints, and as we're going through the records, I'm pulling out shit like, "Oh man, yeah, oh, Heat Wave, damn." Him bringing me over to the record crates made me look and remember records that I forgot about.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about it. So I had the certain people that I wanted to sample, like Curtis Mayfield and Barry White, you know, just different people that I had in mind, but I didn't look at it like that. He's looking at it, "Nigga, you got a treasure up in this bitch." So we start looking through the joints, and I pull out the Heat Wave single. I forget about it because I forgot about it, but when I pull out, I go, "Oh shit, Heat Wave." Now I'm reminiscing about when I went to the store and bought it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh shit." I said, "Yeah, Heat Wave, man. Always and forever." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we started digging through the crates, and he was like, "Yo, bring all these shits to the studio." I said, "All right, bet." So I started bringing mad shit. We, you know, packed some joints up and, you know, shipped off. But on the first album, we had Something I Can't Explain, which was a throwback to Heat Wave, Always and Forever.
Yep.
And my wife passed away like 2 years ago, but we were together for 32 years. Shout out to Keisha Barnes, man. I love her, man. Keisha B, man. And she was with a group called Modesty, and they were signed to Uptown Records at that time. And so they came in, and they're on the background of Something I Can't Explain. And shit, you know? Yeah, you know. And then that other joint, Step by Step, on my wife is on there too. You know what I'm saying? But on the second, on the Ain't a Damn Thing Changed album, Step by Step, she's on there. But yeah, man, we always, you know, managed to put some R&B in there, you know, because that's what it's all about. One of our themes was combining that narrative of hip hop and R&B. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time and before that time, you know, the industry didn't want the two to mesh.
Right.
And since I was so diehard about it, I said, well, when I come out, I'm a blend this shit, man. I'm gonna mix this shit up. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that I wanted to do.
Yeah. So the Def Jam connection. Real quick before I get to that, I don't want to jump ahead because I always thought this was weird that I'm not sure that the dates are correct, but you guys put out Ain't a Damn Thing Changed in September '91, and then a couple weeks later, WC and the Mad Circle released Ain't a Damn Thing Changed.
Yeah.
The same month.
Yeah, that was so crazy, right?
It's like, wait a minute, what? So,
right.
Yeah, that was always kind of bug, but
yeah, that was a bug out, man. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
You're right.
You know, but like, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? But Dub C, that's my man. Shout out to Dub C, man.
Word up.
Dub C was actually in the studio when we recorded Dwick.
Wow.
Yeah, he was there. He was there.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yep.
It is crazy.
Wow.
In D&D Studios, Dub C was there.
We'll get to that in a second, but first I want to talk about a Def Jam connection, because you guys also in '91 were on a song called Microphone Techniques with Third Bass.
Man. Shout out to Third Bass.
Yo.
Yeah. Prime Minister. Those is my dudes.
Yeah, man. That's a crazy dope record.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Man, it was fun, you know what I'm saying? It's like we always tried to like cross the boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Like when we were doing collabs, people wasn't doing collabs, bro.
Right.
I mean, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like Nice and Smooth, we implemented a lot of shit, bro. We were the first cats to do a lot of things. You know, I'm actually doing my docu right now, so I'm a show my like, oh no, we did the first spring break. I mean, the first spring break. Like a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. We were the first ones. We were part of a lot of the first outbreaks of things.
So how did that collab with Third Bass come about? Was it just was it because you were both signed to Def Jam, or
yeah?
You know,
well, we were on Def Jam. Yo, it was deep. We were on Def Jam, and then we were all good friends. We knew Search from 1986, hanging out in Latin Quarters.
Right.
You know, so Search was making his bones, man, and we would see him all the time. So he was like, "Yo, I got a song, man. I want to do, man. Me." He was like, "Yo," he said to me one day. He said, "Yo, Smooth, you know what's crazy?" He said, "Not sound wise, but like style, like in other words, like presence and like personality type of way. People like comparing us. They like saying we the white, nice and smooth, right?" So I fell out laughing. He said, "No, think about it." He said, "See how I'm always jumping around. I'm hyped." He said, "That's how Greg is." He said, "I dress more casual, baseball caps, hoodies." Right. He said, "And Pete is all smooth with the suits and shit." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, somebody was bringing that to my attention." He says, "We should just fucking do a record together." I said, "Hell yeah, come on, man. Set it up. Let's go." And then he gave me the track to Microphone Techniques. Wow. Yeah, it was beautiful. And then we ended up going on tour together.
Oh, that's great.
I was like, this shit is insane. We can't make this up.
So that leads us then to the 92 Gangstar.
Yeah.
Dwick.
Oh man.
One of the greatest B-sides ever. Most people don't realize it was a B-side.
Yeah. Yeah.
First. Yeah.
Yep.
It was a B-side.
Look above his head.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, there you go. Hey, Gangstar, baby. Oh, yes, my wall of fame. I'm in the process of moving, so wait, let me try to give you a load. Yeah, I got a few joints up there, a few joints.
Yeah.
But yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's Gangstar, baby. It's got to be the short shot, baby. And then I dropped a single. We'll get back to that. But I dropped a single called Before. So I got some streams in there, baby.
Yeah, you do. Holy shit.
Yeah,
congrats.
Thanks, baby. I made it to the, to the new shit. I made it to the Matrix. Yeah.
So yeah, how did the Gangstar collab come about?
Oh man, so Dwick was a long time coming.
Okay.
It was when we did the first album on Sleeping Bag. No, wait a minute, I'm tripping. Oh, no. It was Ain't a Damn Thing Changed. My bad.
Okay.
So when we did Ain't a Damn Thing Changed, we have a song called Down the Line.
Mm-hmm.
And that's featuring Guru, peace and blessings be upon him.
Yep.
And just some other young up and coming fire MCs that we were trying to definitely put everybody out, but shit falls through the cracks sometime. But so we did this song, Down the Line, and we used Manifest.
Yep.
Gangstar joint Manifest. Yep. And we always said to Premier, now, we did, Primo used to be saying, all right, we did that one, now we got to do one for our album. I said, hell yeah. He said, let me just put the beat together. Let me get the right beat. And then, we did it and then got the track and all of that. And we went up in there. Now, back then, we used to do these things called dick jokes. Excuse me, Jen. Okay, thanks. Yeah, cover your ears for this one. Your virgin ears. All right. So the thing is, we used to do these jokes, and we'd say to catch someone's attention, like, "Yo, did you da 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 da?" And make it unclear, and they go, "What?" And they go, "My dick," like that. Right? So we do those all day. You know, all that was rampant, right? We always used to do that shit.
Right.
So since that was some shit we always would do, we said, "What we gonna call the song?" So we was like, "Brick," yeah, because we be like, "My brick," like that. So we just said, "Fuck it." It would be funny to give the whole world a dick joke, like brick.
Right.
So then it turned into an acronym, "Do What You Can, Kid." People started saying that, you know, "Do what you can, kid." But it initially started like a dick joke. Yeah. True story. True story. So yeah, man. Yeah. Right. And so we went in and we did yeah, it was nuts, man. That shit was fun, man.
So was it the last record recorded for the album, or because I know Primo and Guru used to always do extra joints for B-sides.
Right.
You know, they had the intention of making it a B-side. Was it always intended to be a B-side, or
you know,
was it just too late to get on the album?
Well, I tell you, I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Okay. I mean, on from that perspective. But what I do remember, like I said, was that the climate at that time was that they wasn't into collabs. And it was so crazy. We wanted to put it on our album. And Def Jam was bugging on us. Like, they didn't want us to do no collabs. Like, we collabed with New Kids on the Block. Like, we did a lot of collabs.
Right.
And they used to just fight us on that tooth and nail. We was ahead of time, man. The shit was bugged out. So we was like, these are our friends, and they're dope, and we doing the fucking record, man. Are you shitting me? So now we got this banger. I mean, I walk up in the Def Jam. We sit with Leo, and he's like, "Absolutely not. Why are you guys doing a song with Gangstar? You don't need them."
Wow.
I'm like,
jeez.
I was like, dude, what are you talking about? I said,
that's kind of a mean Leor impression.
Yeah, I know him. I know him. What do you mean, Smooth? What is this? You bring me here? Why are you doing songs with Gangstar? You don't need them. I'm like, boy, you talking so damn crazy. I said, listen, man. First and foremost, they're our friends. Second of all, this shit is dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. No, you don't need it. Don't put it on the album. No.
Wow.
I said, all right, fuck it. So they made it a B-side. We did that first motherfucking summer jam. Boom, boom, boom. Woo! When the shit hit the fan, literally, I came again. Smooth, how can we get this on your album?
God.
Now he's ready to put Dwick on the third album. I was like, man, come on, man. You bugging out now, man. Come on, man. But yeah, those are those times, man. Yeah.
Yo, I remember buying I bought the single for Take It Personal.
Yeah.
You know? Because I think I'd seen the video or whatever. Or I just bought it, Gangstar, okay. And I'm driving home listening to Take It Personal. I'm like, this is so dope.
Right.
And then I flip it over to the B-side, and then I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, man. Well, look, we had did it, and the next morning, because we did an all-nighter, and the next morning we were leaving the studio, Greg and I don't know, I think we were coming up 8th Avenue or whatever, and we saw Ed Lover from Dr. Dre and Ed Lover from MTV. We see him walking down the street, so we like, hey, what up, man? So we bug out. And he's like, well, y'all come out, so we just come from the studio. And we put the cassette in and played Dwick for him. He was like, yo! He said, y'all got to put me on the remix. And Love was dead ass serious. He kept saying, y'all got to put me on the remix, man. Y'all got to put me on the remix. Yeah. It was amazing.
Wow. All right, so the collab train is still rolling, and in 93, you guys did what? Just for us, the hip hop fans, came out of left field. You did
Yeah.
Dirty Dog with New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
Which
Shout
was
out to New Kids and my man
Yeah.
Donnie Wahlberg. That's my dude, man. Me and
Yeah.
Donnie, man. That's my dude.
Yep. How did you guys hook up with the New Kids?
Man, that was crazy. Oh man, I swear they. Listen, man. The trippy part about it. All right, friends. All of us came up together. I had met New Kids when they were new kids. You know, they was kids. I met them in Boston because I was running with Bobby. Time went on, and then we just started kicking it. You know, I don't know. Oh, matter of fact, when we did the Def Jam deal, you know, it was like Columbia.
Yeah.
And New Kids was with Columbia. So we did different events and we'd be running into each other. And then Donnie would always come to New York and hang with us and hang out with my man, Fat Cat Louis Vega. And so they would be letting me know, yo, Donnie's in town or whatever. Or Donnie would call me and we chop it up. And one day he was like, yo, let's do a collab. Because he was trying to just bring New Kids vibe more to like an urban element.
Mm-hmm.
And that album was dope for New Kids. But like I said, it was, you know, sometimes you're ahead of your time.
Yeah.
And so it was no NSYNC and none of those guys.
Right.
And, you know, no cats wearing Carhartts and hoodies. And when you see that motherfucking video, you see that Dirty Dog video, you see how they was dressed down and they was in their swag and their elements, no glitter jackets and none of that shit. And then the label didn't get behind it. They just didn't believe in it. And it was like, and you're doing records with rappers now? You know, like on their end. So they're getting flack from Columbia. You're doing fucking records with rappers now? We in Def Jam getting flack. You doing this shit from Pop Sensations? What the fuck is wrong with you? Trying to go pop? This is a hip-hop label. I'm like, this fuckery, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Yep. You're going to realize you could have made more money, man. What is wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
And so time went on, you know, it is what it is. And then, you know, then the next thing you get NSYNC and you get all these other guys. And they, you know, matter of fact, I don't even think Sex You Up was out yet. I want to sex you up. Nope. None of that urban type swag.
Yeah, and it was right around that time, maybe pretty close.
Yeah, right around that time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, crazy shit. But we had a fun time doing it. Oh man, fuck it. I got stories for days. I'll give you a story about that song.
Okay.
So I'm in Boston. And at the time, my wife is pregnant with my son Malachi. She goes into labor while I'm in the studio. Oh boy. So now I'm tripping. Excuse me for 1 minute. Pardon me. I ain't wanna. Yeah, can't blow my nose on this. On the podcast. So now I get the call, babe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in. I'm like, oh shit. Because I like to be there. You know what I'm saying? I like to be up in that room. Like, come on out, baby boy. So now she goes into labor. I'm in Boston. It's too late for me to get a flight. All of this. So my man Donnie, because he know how adamant I am. I'm bugging. He's like, damn, Smooth. Okay, you know what? You know, this boy, Donnie had cars for days. So he had an NSX, one of them accurate NSXs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He tells his man, Joe. He says, yo, Joe, man, would you drive Smooth to New York? I said, sure. Listen, man, I don't know how long. It seemed like we got from Boston to New York in an hour, B. Look, we got that motherfucker. We got there and it was low. You know, they low to the ground. I get in the motherfucker. He's like, just sit back. I'm going to get you there. I said, all right, bet. So I hear the fucking engine. The shit had an airplane engine and it was like that, right? I said, oh, shit. He said, watch this. So then we got on the highway. My man Joe Gonzo was not playing. He had that motherfucker doing 115, bro. When I looked up and I saw that dial on 115, I said, okay, well, shit, get us there safe. Don't kill us, Joe. But it was so fat, like as he was driving, I'm hearing, and I said, "Oh shit, it started raining." He said, "Nah, that's bugs, mosquitoes and shit dying on the windshield, player. Don't worry about it."
God damn.
What? Next thing you know, I just said, "Fuck it," because don't forget about it. I was trashed because I just started. Donnie had all the champagne and drinks and all of that because we record, we rocking.
Right.
And so when I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get there, I just started drinking. Give me another glass. Give me So I'm faded. I laid back, man, closed my eyes, and the shit was like a dream. When I opened my eyes again, I was in front of New York Hospital. I said, "What the fuck?" I said, "Joe, you my man." It was just crazy, man. Yeah. And I got there right on time. Like I got there about 20 minutes after my son was born.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Wow.
Man,
And you have one of the most amazing stories about that day.
Yeah, man, exactly. And we became lifelong friends, man, from there, man. Donnie, man, it just was amazing, man.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it in the chat, and I gotta ask about, because I'm not sure where it was or how it or what it was released on, but the Cash in My Hand remix.
Oh, woo!
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, that Cash in My Hand was a motherfucker. Which one? Because we made a few remixes. Was it the one with the church bells? Ching, ching, ching. Ask them if that was. Man,
it's the one. It's the one that has like the same
Christmas bells. I mean, it has the same.
Pete Rock used the same. He used the same beat or the same loop for one of his remixes too. I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, well, I know they released it on some Christmas like single one time, man. But
oh, okay, is that what it was?
That's what it was. Yeah,
it's because it was kind of rare, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. We did that with Mark Spark. Man, we had a good. Oh man, those were good times, man.
Yeah.
Cash in My Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. And then you did a great collab. Let's All Get Down with Slick Rick.
Woo! Yeah. You did your homework, player.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy. We did the song with Slick Rick, and it was amazing. Shout out to Slick Rick. And we were one of the only people, but we all grew up in the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made it funny too. We would come back to Def Jam with songs, and they'd be like, these motherfuckers just don't stop, right? like another collab, and then it was like, how'd you get Rick to do a record? Because Rick is reclusive. He's just like, Rick is, you can't find Rick, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when he came out of jail, everybody was like, I want to do a record, what do you He's like, no. He was on his peasants, you know what I'm saying? He was on his shit.
Right.
Like, hell no. Enough. He was on his shit. So it was just like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all my dudes, we grew up, we from the Bronx together. And so we went in there and did Let's All Get Down, man. That was dope.
Oh, yeah. Great record.
Incredible track.
Yeah. And I'll tell you a fun fact. So we hung out, and we ended up going to a club. Yo, let me tell you something. Nice is moving so fucking crazy. We bugged out. So imagine, he comes out, and they still got him like in this halfway house situation because he had just came out of jail.
Right.
So he come to the studio, and they got a dude with him, like an armed guard, like so he don't dip out or some crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bugged out. So he came in, he was all on Rick head, he had the cuffs on him and shit. I said, hey, yo, my man. I pull him to the side, like, because when he come up in there, he see the smoke, champagne, like I done brought champagne, everything for Rick. Like, Rick, you out. So I see him with this motherfucking, what do you call these guys? I don't know. Anyway, I see him with this guy over his shoulder. So I go outside in the hallway. I said, can I talk to you for a minute? It's a guy, armed guard. I take him out. We go in the hallway in D&D. I said, listen, man, this is our dude. Man, come on, man. Like, you can't be having cuffs on him. Like, what? We can make a record, man. Where the fuck you going, bro? Like,
right.
Yeah. She's like, all right. Comes, takes the cuffs off. I was like, sheesh. So now, before the night is over, the point is, I was like, look, man, this is our session and shit. There's gonna be blunt smoke up in this motherfucker. Dude was like, hey man, do your shit. We start smoking blunts and we bugging out. Rick like, no, I can't, please. Right? So now we end up going to a club. Before the night is over, the fucking security dude, the cop is with us and shit. We up in the club. And Rick, it was so crazy. We was chilling. And I end up pulling, I pulled a move on Rick that actually Tupac had pulled on me, which was a point where one time I wasn't comfortable in the studio out in LA while we were working on that third album. And Pac brought me, long story short, he took me to the club. He's like, yo, you know, loosen up, man. Let's go to the club. You know what I'm saying? And then watch. Your shit will come to you. And sure enough, I went to the club with him, blah, blah, blah. But that night, how much tighter could you fucking be? You know what I'm saying? Like Rick was tighter than a drum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we go to the club. We go to the club. And when we came back, when you listen to that rhyme that Rick said, that was everything that happened to that night. He put everything that happened that night into that rhyme.
Wow.
That's what made it so dope. And I'm chilling with Nice and Smooth at this Fat Farm outfit. They say, what up? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they talk about
Wow.
cats looking at me and like, you know, all of that happened that night. Yeah.
That is so dope.
Yeah, that was genius.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but you guys, at that point, you've done a bunch of collabs, but you hadn't put out an album of your own.
Right.
Like, it was like 3 years.
Yeah. You know.
And the Jewel of the Nile.
Right. Right. So we did the Jewel of the Nile. Yeah. We did the Jewel of the Nile in what, 93. Hey, that joint right there. You know.
You recorded in 93?
Yeah, we recorded
Okay.
in 93. And I think they released it in 94, all right?
Yeah. Did it get held up with the Def Jam?
Yes.
Switch? Okay.
And that's what was so crazy when they switched to Polygram. Damn, man. The changing of regimes, right?
Yeah.
So now finally when we get it right, because you know we having discussions with Russell and Leo, and time has passed and they're realizing just let these fucking guys be. They're onto something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let them do their shit. Let's not try to fucking tell them they can't do collabs. We fucking up in that direction. Like, let's just let them rock, man. Like, let's just step back from it and say, yo, these motherfuckers really did do some shit with new kids. They really did. They doing shit with motherfuckers.
Right.
So now that we finally get a crew as far as promotion, everything, we're all on the same page. Motherfuckers saying shit like, we realized where we went wrong. You know, this next time we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. We know what to do. We got you. You know, these motherfuckers jump up and go to Polygram. So then when they go to Polygram, the people over at Polygram fires everybody that was a part of our shit that knew the vision and saw the vision.
Yeah.
With new motherfuckers that ain't know nothing about us. From overseas, they ain't know us. They, wasn't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So I said, this is a batch of bullshit.
Yep.
But hey, I tell you what, it did get to people, it did get circulated.
Yeah. No,
people heard it.
I've had many conversations with Chuck D about music and our message because the same thing happened to that album.
Right.
So, yep. It was the same situation.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I just need to say something.
Go ahead.
You want to bring on our other special guest?
Because
Secret guest?
Because Chuck is on Late Night with Stephen Colbert.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
Tonight, yes.
I brought a little surprise for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so let's welcome to the show. He's gonna end up being just one of our regulars here pretty soon. Another co-host.
All right.
Strong Island Sugar Bear.
Hey, you got the sugar in the building?
Oh, yo. Yeah, I was in the middle of my munchies, bro.
Yo,
Hey, Grandma.
Yo,
What up,
Sugar
Smooth?
Bear. What's up, baby? Oh, salute, man.
Salute to you, my bro.
Yes,
Word
my
up. good seeing you, man.
Man, definitely good seeing you, man.
Again, you know, I've seen you
Right.
maybe a while back, but you know, to see you now, it's like, I mean,
Yes.
for us, you know, lined up like this is crazy right now.
Yes. It's excellent. It's beautiful, man.
I'm ready
Yo,
to
let me
bring
tell
my.
y'all something, man. Go ahead. You gonna say?
Nah, go ahead, bro. Nah, it's just you on top. You on top right now, man.
Let me tell you something, man. I'll go back with this guy right, right. Me and Bear was supposed to be in a group together.
Wow.
Yeah, me and Sugar Bear, man, and we were gonna be the FBI, right? So FBI stood for Flash B Inc. And that was Bobby Brown. People called him Flash B. And so, man, dude, you know what? We got to find that picture. I wish we could have blew that one up on the screen. He's got a classic picture of him, me, and Bobby back in '86, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, man, we were up in the Power Lord Sugar Bear. Huh?
Yeah, that was the Omni Park Central Hotel.
Absolutely. We used to be up in the Omni, man. And those was the days. And we I'll never forget the night we went to Latin Quarters and we just crashed the stage with Bobby. Remember that? And Bobby started doing the human beatbox.
That B Brown shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And Sugar Bear and I just got in their ass, man, lyrically. The motherfuckers was looking like, whoa, who are these motherfuckers? We was bugging. We had fun. Bear picked the mic stand up, threw the mic stand. Like we came, it was like for somebody that wasn't known, we came in that motherfucker like we owned the joint. It was crazy.
Hey, yo, see, remember I told you about these stories I be thinking, I can't tell these stories because I need somebody to validate it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick though, I'm just gonna put this out there. You know, it's not too late. It's not too late for the Sugar Bear Smooth B.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Exactly.
That's a
we
fact.
get ready to do it too.
Yeah,
we get ready to do it. Oh, yeah.
We had wrote something called "We All Mixed Up." I asked him if he remembered that shit, and he remembered his lyrics. I don't remember that shit, but I do remember what we wrote. It was called "We All Mixed Up," or so we all fucked
remember
up.
That?
I just remember got the number 2 train somewhere. We were somewhere all fucked up somewhere.
Yeah. Yo, it was an abstract joint where we would just be saying, wait,
anything.
Your mother, the pot that burned in the kitchen. Yo, we was talking crazy. We just say crazy shit. Yeah, I'm mixed up, and then we come back to I'm mixed up.
Exactly. I remember that shit.
I took the number 2. Yo, hold on. I took the number 2 train at 11:45.
Bro, right.
That was one of the yeah, that shit was sick, bro.
That shit worked for me when I came out with my little work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going left to right, up, down, and you know, it worked for me. It was all in that cadence and shit like that. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
We got
so
mad.
we definitely gonna do that. Or we gonna do
I would love
shit.
to. Yeah. Because I got footage. I got footage of you I want to send to you. What? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we have to do it through an email or something like that for your doc.
Okay. Yeah,
because
please.
I filmed you at that at the fever joint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got photos and footage of you and Greg.
Okay,
so
dope.
You can utilize that for your documentary and shit.
Okay,
of course.
Man, that's excellent. We got some more stuff to get to. I was about to say, man, if you had some shit from back in '86, I was about to say, who are you?
Niggas, they had no cameras.
Nope.
I was butt ass naked back then, nigga. I ain't have a beeper.
Right.
Wow. Okay, TMI.
Pause. There was no need for me to have a beeper if I was butt ass naked. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to clip it on.
Right. Oh man.
That was the beginning, man. Word up. That was the beginning. Absolutely. I try to, tell people, man, before there was a Nice and Smooth, before there was a Sugar Bear, it was me, Bobby Brown, and Smooth B. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Big fact.
I was basically like a little celebrity without being a celebrity. All I had to do was be with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, it was a beautiful thing, beautiful experience, the whole nine, man. And it was fortunate that I had run into you. I mean, you
Yeah.
are a long time brother, friend that I love. All
Yes.
from back then, and it'll never change.
That's
It will
right.
never change. And I'm happy for
Abso-freaking-lutely.
your success, and even
Thanks,
grew
man.
closer to
Yeah.
Greg. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
Teddy Ted and Special K. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all are my
Yeah,
peoples,
man.
boy, for real.
Man.
I would just love to see. I would just like to hear Bobby's voice. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
let him know that I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
with him and not against him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always,
Right.
always. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah,
loyalty
we're gonna work that
never
out.
fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Word. I
we
just seen
gotta
him
bring
get
that.
that award the other night
Right.
at the what was that? The something Urban One Awards.
Uh-huh.
They gave him an award. His son presented him an award. Man, that was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing as far as me right now is speaking with Bobby and Tommy and all that shit.
Yeah. No, we'll bring that full circle.
Yeah,
Make
that's
sure you
why I
talk to
just
the
need
crew.
to hear at least check their pulse and hear their voice, man. I'm
Yeah,
good.
man. Definitely.
Word up. But yeah, this is a surprise, man. They wanted they already told me it was
Yeah.
already keeping on the hush.
Oh man,
I was
y'all
like, what
did
the fuck,
this.
y'all?
I swore him to secrecy
Hey, that part.
because the
Right.
day that you and I talked on the phone, I then talked to him and was like, okay, but you can't say anything. He said, I just got off the phone with him.
Yeah. So, I mean, that same day I spoke to Search.
Right.
The same day. Search called me earlier. But I told her, I said, as long as you ain't got me jumping out no fucking birthday cake talking about surprise or some shit, we was good,
Right.
I don't want they ain't gonna surprise them like that, I hope. You know what I'm saying?
Least of all, butt naked.
Yeah.
That part.
Well, that part, you got to flip it. You know me, I got a way with words. That means I didn't have nothing.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I didn't have nothing. And if it wasn't for Bobby and Smooth and Tommy and all them at that time, I don't know where I would have been mentally at that time. But they brought me and they embraced me. I'm gonna keep it 100. They embraced me. I mean, they embraced me so much. Remember when I needed clothes because we was doing something. I needed clothes, and I brought y'all to Long Beach, Long Island.
Yeah.
I took y'all on the block.
Yeah.
I went to my building, got some clothes, and went back to the hotel. This way, I ain't had to be traveling back and forth like that because we were doing something I forgot, but so long ago.
Man, man.
But yeah, man.
Good times, bro.
Word up. So what's going on with you now, though? What's besides the doc? What's going on now?
Oh, just cooking, man. Stayed on my creative, you know what I'm saying? I stayed with that. So that's all I'm doing. Just chefing, about to hit them with some new bangers and just keep it going. Yeah. Oh, I got some fire for that ass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Oh
yeah. And people keep asking in the chat, so we got to ask, another nice and smooth record in the cards, maybe, possibly.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We'll crossed.
Yep, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You guys, I mean, not that you don't do dope records on your own, because you guys both do dope records, but when you come together, it makes some special magic.
Something else.
Yeah. Definitely.
That perfect spot. That perfect spot of spaghetti.
Right. Right.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, because the last Nice and Smooth album was Blazing Hot, right?
Yeah.
Back in 1997. So it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a cold minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But trust and believe. When you get this Smooth B project, it's gonna riddle your brain. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? I got some new shit for hip hop. Trust.
Do you have
it's like
album coming?
Say it again.
Do you have a full album?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah. I'm not playing with them. This gonna be my thriller. Watch.
Wow.
Motherfuckers gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is fire.
I believe it.
I got something amazing for the culture. Believe that.
Fantastic. Flatline, did you have any other questions that you wanted to ask?
No, I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Much love.
Yeah, and hey, and keep me in the loop on everything that you have going on. You sent me the last single that you did, and I'm ready to play more whenever you're ready. Okay?
I got you covered like a blanket. Did I send you Summer Cry?
No.
Oh, I got to send you Summer Cry. Yeah. I send it to you tonight.
Dope.
All right.
Chuckified. Any more questions?
Man, always a pleasure, man.
All right.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Smooth.
All right. Smooth.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for coming through. We really appreciate having you on the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for having me. And
Anytime,
thank you for my
bro.
pleasant surprise, my man Sugar, man. Come
Yo,
on, man.
you already know, Smooth, man. We gotta keep in contact, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like flies on the sticky stick, nigga.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
Yo, Jennifer be getting all clemps every time I talk, man. It's just goddamn. Yo, I just don't like this. I don't like to say it's so typical. Like, you know, I make you think about, okay, the sticky strip. Yeah, okay. That the flies be on the stick strip, man. We stay connected, man.
Right.
All right. And it's Smooth, when you got the new album coming out, you want to stop back and promote it, please feel, reach out anytime.
Absolutely, will do. Definitely.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right.
Y'all. Have a good
one time, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. There we go. Fantastic. That was great.
That was good.
Great stuff. Man, talk about stories.
I love his energy, man. His energy is fantastic.
Incredible. That was incredible. That's just another incredible show. That's it. Yeah.
I love doing this
Smooth beat.
That's what we do here, Flatline. Come on, you know this. That's what we do here.
I know this. Yeah. That's why I'm just happy to be here.
You know?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I still had questions too. Jeez.
It felt like it went quick tonight, it feels like.
It did. Yeah. And Jenny, thank you for reminding me that Chuck is on Colbert tonight, because I totally forgot.
What time's that come on? What is it? Midnight?
11:35, I want to say.
5-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh God.
What's he promoting tonight?
He's promoting the new documentary he was the executive producer on. Is it Fight the Power?
Is it Fight the Power? I only work with this man. I don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't work with him on this. So
it's
how hip hop changed.
How hip hop changed the world. Fight the Power. How hip hop changed the world.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, you know it's going to be a dope interview.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's nice that he'll be back on Colbert. He was last there in 2020 with the performance of Grid with George Clinton and Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I don't know why I thought that Nice and Smooth were on Self-Destruction. I went back and listened to it today. They're not, but I don't know why I thought that.
I don't know either.
Because somebody's voice, I guess it was Fruquan's voice near the end of the song. Pretty sure. Because I wasn't watching the video and I listened.
Jennifer O. Jenny.
Hype style. You need to be my manager, promotions guy, or something, because you got all the great ideas. You know. I don't know if we can make it happen, but yes, thank you. I appreciate
Chuck needs to name drop your ass tonight. That's what he needs to do.
Fingers crossed. It'll probably get cut, but whatever. Hey, for those that don't know, I had the honor and privilege of when PE and Cypress did the Colbert Show performance in 2020. I got to direct that, so I had the honor of directing that segment, which was pretty sweet.
That's
pretty cool stuff. Yep. Yes. Anyway, but no, nice and smooth, man. Talk about collabs like on just some epic records. You know, they had epic records themselves, but the collabs are just like,
yeah. Well, yeah. Not only that, but like when I was talking to him on the phone the other day, he was talking about you should tell Stet to reach out to the Beatles. Well, but because he said, we went and talked to Prince, and we went and talked to,
yeah.
And I think they were, correct me, somebody knew the answer to this, but they were the only ones, or they were the first ones to be able to
sample Prince. Yeah.
What sample was it?
It's for No Delaying, and the Prince song is Starfish and Coffee. They sampled the piano on it. Dun, dun,
yeah, right.
Dun, dun. Yep. Off the Sign of Times album.
Yeah.
Which I love that song.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a dope album.
When I'm on the mic, there won't be no delaying. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, they were kind of firsts in a lot.
In a lot.
Of things.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely in a lot. And he's right that collabs. I remember Chuck telling me that when they did Burn Hollywood Burn with Ice Cube and Kane on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, Cube was on a different label, Kane was on a different label, and he said it was hell trying to get the paperwork through and trying to get it cleared. Everybody situated with that and stuff. And Nice and Smooth was out there they were trendsetters, man, because they were doing it a lot. So,
and he just gave me the thumbs up anytime we want him back for more stories.
Oh, hell yes. We start bringing him on for a segment. Jeez.
Right.
And now, folks.
Back in the day was Smooth B.
Yeah, back in the day was Smooth B. Hip-hop stories. Hip-hop bedtime stories with Smooth B.
Right.
Oh, fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to do a couple quick segments before we bounce out here. As always, it's C-Doc again. It's brought to you by the Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound. Yes, indeed. And a segue. That segues to on Friday, we have the And You Don't Stop radio show from Rap Station, hosted by Chuck D himself, supervised by Flatline. And my segment is the Spit Slam Jam of the Week. And this week's Spit Slam Jam of the Week was DJ Lord's Eagle Force remix featuring Cool Keith. I'll play a
monster track.
Little bit of that.
We're all ready, Captain. Right.
Tarantula, scorpion, terror, pull levers, hydraulics, severe nuclear power, the rod I swing, destroy Nimrod. You see me in the 67 Mustang turbo muscle car. The exhaust pipes leave your tissue scarred. Even Mad Max say I'm hard. The fast and furious wanna be down with my squad. Move up or jack off, reverse lights and back off. Finger pop, hip hop and take my jacket off. Rocket ship loaded the Porsche, burn more than the Human Torch.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh no, you gotta let that play. That's a track you can not listen to just that much. You need the whole.
No, everybody needs it.
So much.
Go streaming. Give DJ Lord some numbers. You know? Exactly. Well, thank you, Flatline.
Yeah.
So, So that was our Spit Slam Jam of the Week from this week. And
Absolutely.
check out Angie Don't Stop on the Rap Station every Friday, hosted by Chuck D. A lot of great segments, strung together by Flatline. It's a great show. Keep you up on the hip hop. Oh, and your show, Hip Hop Gods Radio.
Yeah, every Tuesday night on the Rap Station app and at the Hip Hop Gods official Mixcloud.
There you go. Check it out, y'all. And Knackwurst, oh yeah, thank you so much. Says Yo Doc, congrats on the release of Locked In. Thank you.
Yes.
Locked In is my latest motion picture from me and my partner, my cousin, Johnny Filmworks, HWIC Filmworks. It'll be on Tubi hopefully soon. They never give us a date, but we're hoping February, March-ish, fingers crossed. But we just had the big premiere in Cleveland. It was great. A lot of people came out. Movie played well. Everybody laughed where they were supposed to, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Everybody went, "Oh shit," where they were supposed to. So, yep.
You were all dressed up. I saw you out there on social media. You were all gussied up.
Yeah. I had to do some interviews, man. You know,
gussied up.
He was wearing that dress.
Yep. Yep. I had to look presentable, you know.
And is everybody ready for the Stetsasonic Fallen Soldiers check-in?
Yes.
Well, let's guess. Let's all try to guess.
Okay. Guess.
All right. I go first. 18,000.
No.
I think a little high. It's been about 1,000 a week. And what were we last week? 14?
I think we'd passed 15.
Oh, were we? Okay. No, we're 16.
I'll go for 17.
Ooh,
we're at
$1.
16.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say $1. We're at what?
16.
Wow, there you go, y'all. Play the lottery. There you go. Play that lotto. Thank you, CM.
That lotto.
CM said I cleaned up nice. I have my moments. I think I even shaved that day. So
yeah, I didn't see donut crumbs or anything in your beard. Like it was.
I know.
No donut crumbs.
Wow. No. I ate too much. I know that because there's a really super dope. Shout out to Mama Catina's in Euclid, Ohio. Super dope Italian restaurant there. The food is amazing, and so Mara and I always go there before the premiere. And I ate, oh my God, ravioli, just entirely too much. And I thought, I'm going to throw up all of this all over one of the interviews. Nice. Yeah, I was just like, oh God, why did you do that? But awesome. Luckily I did not. And the night went well. So it was very cool. So thank you everybody for that. And Jennifer, who do we have as our guest next week?
I have no idea. That's all you.
All right. Fantastic. Next week we have this guy has an amazing story, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. The Insane Soul Machine, Kyle Jason. And if you don't recognize his name, the PE fans, you got to go back and check the liner notes because he was on some joints. He was on World Tour Sessions, I believe, on the Poison record. Mm-hmm. He has a couple albums of his own out. He has a new album out now. But he was also on, I'm trying to think of what other bit. Well, he was in Confrontation Camp with Chuck and Griff. Yeah. We're going to talk about that record next week, which I'm actually looking to remaster and re-release this year. Fingers crossed. So
I'm going to pull that up now because I haven't listened to that in years.
It's got some great stuff on it. So, you know, we talked about it with Lord last week. So yeah, check out that album. And like I said, we're going to try to get out a special edition of it this year. So join us next week for Kyle Jason. That should be a fun one. Kyle and I go way back. I'm sure it'll be goofy. So a lot of good, silly stories. But Kyle seriously has an amazing story. You guys are not going to fucking believe like some of the shit he has gone through as a super talented artist. It's mind-boggling. Yes, Kyle Ice Jason Dre Bass. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna have to listen to Confrontation Camp on CD because it's not on Spotify.
No, I think it is on. I think it's on Apple Music. Yes, he was on Chuck D's No. Thank you. Yeah, I think he's on. I think he's on. He's on Talk Show Created the Fool. Yeah,
that sounds great to me. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if he was on anything else because that was right around the time that they did the first iteration of Slam Jams.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle was one of 3 artists signed to Slam Jams.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that was right about the time. So yeah, join us next week. Kyle, Jason, everybody, thank you for joining us live tonight. And thank you for anybody watching on the replay. Yes, Network.
And go check out Chuck.
Yep. And check out
Colbert tonight.
Tonight on Colbert, on the Colbert Show. I'm sure you'll be able to get it on the repeat tomorrow too, or wherever Colbert. They post that stuff on YouTube, I think.
They sure do.
Yeah. So the future is an amazing place, is it not? Thanks, everybody. We will see you next week on It's CDOC Again.